Hey everybody, Kyrie091 hanging out with you. Boy, oh boy, are we going to have big fun today playing some more Vandal Hearts. So, when we last left off, we were playing Vandal Hearts. It was going pretty well, as I recall. We had just done the very first battle against that Zoot Gok guy. So now we have to go... Did we already check in here? We did. Let's go to the tavern for a drink. Let's talk to the bartender. He's going to tell us, thought it'd get better after the war. Everything's taxed. You can't walk the street. Just talk to the young man. The streets are filled with criminals. Our council's filled with politicians who only care about padding their own nests. Now it's daily terrorist threats. What's going to happen in this country? Man, what a sad state of affairs. The terrorists killed Mr. Smetana, head of the council, just 3 days ago. They say it was the work of the old royalists, but if you ask me, it could have been any of a dozen different groups. I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. So apparently, like, the president or whatever was just assassinated, and people think it was the old royal family that got ousted that did it. If RS were here to see how things would turn out, I wonder what he would say. Alright. Help! Somebody! Riot! What? Calm down, tell us what happened. A riot's broken out in the Dover district. The royal ghetto. But they hate bloodshed. They're always the first to negotiate. That's the terrible part. The army decided the royalists were behind the assassination of Smetana, and they came to take Count Claymore away. Things got tense. The young nobles gathered around the soldiers. There was some shoving, and someone drew a sword. What kind of fool? Let's get over there right away. So there you go. We're going to head to the Dover district, which is where the old royals live that are no longer in power because they were ousted and replaced by a democracy which has now been sort of co-opted by corrupt politicians. And let's check in with the old royals over here. These are the advanced troops. Who is it? Crimson Soldier. Yeah! Oh my god, he's just killed. They're just killing these guys. We surrender! Surrender to death! Oh boy. These guys are jerks. Barbarians. Crimson Guard, Special Anti-Terrorist Forces, an elite fighting force formed by the well-known right-winger Hell Spites. That's oddly expositional, Clint, for you to say that right now. They're famous for being ruthless with terrorists, but this is too much. Who is Clint saying this to? Is he saying it to, like, Ash? Like Ash doesn't already know who these people are? Troops, assemble! Alright, well, there you go. Well, if it isn't the security forces, what are you doing poking your noses around here? I know you. You're Ash Lambert, the son of a traitor becoming a platoon leader? What a joke. What did you say? You scum. Stop it, both of you. But Ash, let him talk. Ash, you're so freaking classy. Alright, as you can see, we cleared the area of enemies. Some are still holed up in the church, but we have business elsewhere. Okay, so apparently we got to get inside the church and take care of the royalists that are in there. What are we going to do, Ash? Let's go and see if they'll surrender. It looks like there's no enemies around, but don't relax your guard. Good call, Ash. Because of course there will be enemies around. Because of course there always are enemies around. Because if there weren't enemies around, it wouldn't be much of a game now, would it? They've been summoned by a powerful mage, these monsters, so we're going to have to cut through them, apparently, to get into the church. And that's fine. We'll do just that. Okay, so our victories, we have to arrive at the entrance to the church, and the defeat conditions are if Ash dies. So, just like with the last battle, we're going to immediately zoom right on in. We got these new enemies here, the War Ghosts, which as you can see by the little icon on the top left of his box there, he's a flying type, which means he's weak to arrows. There are also some archers here, which as we already know from the last fight, they are weak to swords. So there's our set of enemies. I think there are some treasures to get in this map. I know obviously this one. And there's this crackled ground over here, which I think has something in it. Are there any other treasures? There's a treasure box right there. But as far as hidden treasures, I don't know. I think it's just that one. Usually you can see them in the ground, like this circle might be one, I don't know. But anyways, let's get started on killing these dorks. We'll start, I guess, with this dork, I don't know. Is that going to be the first dork we kill? Sure, why not? Let's attack that dork. Alright. Blam! 74 experience. Holy guacamole, that was good. Alright, let's send Clint over here to get this treasure. And we'll have him whack it one time and see what's in there. Blam! Got an herb. Good deal. So that's it for his turn. Ash can move to this spot. We'll take a look and see if there is actually something hidden there, and there was. It was bow, which we didn't need, because I think I already bought Diego that bow. Let's find out. Yeah, I think we did. I don't know. Anyways, let's turn it over now, because we're done. And let's let these dorks have a turn. So he's going to come hit Ash because he's a jerk. Jerk! Get him, Ash. Alright. Blam. Oh, Ash gained a level. Good for him. Like that. Need that. Take that where I can get it. Don't know what happened there, but we're back. This place is pretty filthy for nobles to live. After the war, their estates were confiscated and special taxes levied on them. They can't even vote. Just as the Asha dynasty did, we are oppressing them just for being who they are. Politicians always make the weak in societies pay for others' mistakes. That would make anyone want to fight back. So there's your little expository setup. So now we know why the nobles are all pissy and like why they're fighting back. It's because they are now the ones being mistreated by the government when they used to be the government. They were the ones doing the oppressing. So there you go. Nice. Way to get level, Diego. Alright. Keep rocking and rolling here. Ash definitely needs to do something here to not die. So I sort of, well, like, it doesn't matter. This dork's going to hit him on the next turn. There's really nothing I can do to stop that. But what I can probably do is I can probably have Clint finish this dork off, which means Ash can hit the other guy. So now Ash will be able to hit that other guy up there. And Clint gained a level. Very nice. Good job, Clint. Way to go. Okay, so Ash is not at risk of dying just yet. Let's move him over here and have him attack. And boom. Oh my god, he almost one-shotted him. So, okay, Ash won't die on the next turn, but he is going to get hurt, and it's going to hurt him a lot. But this is the last guy that we have to worry about for right now, because the other guy, and he's going to kill himself on Ash right now, because Ash will counterattack him. Because the other guys are across that bridge, and they can't reach us. Alright. And so these guys are just going to stand fast, and not going to do jack shit. Okay, we have to release the drawbridge. If we examine the switch, it should release it. Yes, we know this. Alright, so there's nothing over there. And let's start moving into place to get to that drawbridge. I'm going to have Ash go get that treasure, the one that's hidden in the ground over there. So we'll start moving Ash that way. We'll have him use Fairy Light on himself, because he's gotten hit a few times. And by the way, Fairy Light can only be used on yourself. It's a self-only spell. And he's at 82. He's about to gain another level. Look at that. He's about to hit level 7. Alright. We have to turn it over now and let these guys do their nothing turn. They're just going to wait because they can't reach us. So we lower the bridge. And let's move Ash over to get that treasure. Let's get Clint in a little bit closer so he can help with those hunter imps once we do lower the bridge, which we're not going to do just yet. And we'll move Diego into position to actually lower the bridge when it's time, but it is not time yet, because we want to wait until Ash is back from the treasure expedition over there. So we'll just let these guys do their waiting real quick. Alright, Mr. Ash, go get this one. And he found a mushroom. Well, that wasn't really worth it. All that, it's like an item that you can use in battle that causes some kind of status ailment. I think it causes poison when you use it on an enemy. So really it's not, in my opinion. Things like that just aren't that useful. I doubt I'll ever even make use of that thing. No, let's wait one more turn to open that up. Let's let Ash come a little bit closer. These two nerds are just going to stand there. Alright, where are you, Ash? Move you into position here. And do I want to do this yet? Or do I want to... I'm going to have him wait right here, so that now when Diego does this, the shooter imps are going to have to make their way across the bridge if they want to start attacking us, because they're not going to be able to reach us from where they are over there, which is perfect because now we can just kind of wait here, turn it over, and then these dorks are going to come across the bridge, and then they're going to die. Yeah. Perfect. They walked right into the trap. Beautiful. So now with those guys lined up right there, we're gonna get Clint and Ash in place and start coming after these guys. Got that one.
Hi everybody.
One more time.
Hi everybody.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can say it. That's fine.
Hi.
that's the little guy's friend was over here hanging out and wanted to say hello to everybody. So, anyways. He was going to record with me today, but he wanted to, everybody's all worried about, like, oh, kids never go outside to play anymore. Let me tell you something. He had the choice of sitting here with me to play Vandal Hearts or going outside to play with his friends, and he wisely chose to go outside with his friends. If I had friends, I'd probably be outside playing with them too. I don't have friends, so here I am hanging out with Ash, Clint, and Diego, my only friends. So everyone's all worried about the younger generation is going to be so addicted to video games and stuff, they're going to forget to go outside and play. Let me tell you something. As a guy who has raised children and is currently raising, like, this little guy here, that's not, okay? That's just not what the reality on the ground is. Yeah, sure, there are definitely kids who are unhealthily obsessed with indoor activities and sitting on their butt and playing on the computer. But you know what? Back when your parents were kids, there were kids who were obsessed with reading books, and they would go read books all day, and all their parents would probably be like, "Why aren't you outside playing baseball with all your little friends?" And they, in my case, I played guitar a lot when I was like 10, 11 years old. I would just hide out to go play guitar by myself, so I wasn't playing sports or doing any physical activities. I was being just as sedentary, just as lazy as, a kid playing video games. But for me, instead of like video games, it was the guitar. So this is nothing new. The fact that some kids prefer to sit inside or to be sedentary, that's nothing new. I'm going to tell you right now, most kids would rather be outside playing with their friends. So anyway, as you can see, now that all the bad guys are dead, every time we turn it over, nothing happens. The victory condition, as you probably remember, was for us to arrive at the church, which will happen as soon as I move Clint to right here, and we are there. All three of our guys are at the door of the church. We have won the battle. We have won the day. It is over. We killed all those guys, and we get all this money. Hey, good deal. It's a pretty easy fight. The fights in this game eventually get pretty challenging, but that one right there is not a difficult one. So here we go. Here's the scene. We came inside the church, and we don't want any more needless bloodshed. So here comes this guy. Count Claymore. You mean that, don't you? Of course I do. Don't listen. He's a blood-drinking devil. If we continue, everyone will die. Excuse me, Count, but how can you trust the soldiers that just slaughtered us? Peace needs to begin somewhere. This man seems different than the Crimson Murderers. I'll give him a chance. Oh, good deal. We surrender. And drop our sticks with nails in them that they're fighting there. I'm Ash Lambert. Thank you for your quick compliance. My name is Roland Claymore. This ride is my responsibility. Please do not blame anyone else. We have laws here. It's not for me to decide. But I'll report you over no resistance. That's enough. Stop right there. Okay? What's he doing back here? He said we could take care of this. I guess he's back with his giant sword. That's Kane, and he's a jerk. Nice job for a bunch of weaklings. We'll assume control, or maybe the son of a traitor wants to take credit. I want no credit. Do as you like. Okay? What's he gonna do? Thank you. Which one is Claymore? The guy standing in front of you that looks like different than the rest. Good. Come over here. Okay, so. Alright. No need for the others. Kill them. What? What? Oh my god. Why kill him, jerk? Look at Claymore. What have you done? Oh, Kane's such an a-hole. I hope we get a killer. Alright. Murderer. I won't forget this. Kane, you bastard! So the traitor finally shows his colors. Good, I wanted to cross swords with you for a long time. Woo, that's a big sword. Who's this guy? Oh, Butch Vig. Stop it, you two. Bonus points if you know who Butch Vig is, by the way. Anybody who knows who Butch Vig is, you just won 1,000 Kyrie points. You're redeemable at Kyrie091 outlets nationwide. Commander Beckett, you're both sworn to defend this country, says this dude Clive. Leave us be, old man. You'd best watch that mouth of yours. The Crimson Guard's enough trouble with the council. More trouble than even your dad, Hell Spites, won't be able to help. So apparently his dad is a prominent politician. Okay, so he's going to forget the rude words, but he's taking the old blue blood, that's Claymore, with him. That's fine, we didn't want that dork anyway. So there goes Kane and his Crimson murdering death squad. Damn him indeed. Thanks for staying cool, Ash, it'll be fine. We'll see about that. So, I think we have one more little scenelet, and then we're going to call it a day. The next day. This is this is one more little scene here. So we got Clive. Ash says, "Excuse me, sir," and some other dude standing in there with Clive. So Ash comes in here. "Oh, you must be Ash," says this guy. Who is this guy? "Ash, this is Dolph Crowley, a representative from the Young Revolutionary Party." Okay, nice to meet you. "Dolph has been sent out a mediator to deal with yesterday's incident." Okay. "I understand exactly how you feel. The Crimson Guard were at fault in yesterday's massacre. Normally there'd be no need for a mediator, but there are a few complications. The Crimson Guards are the pet project of Hell Spites, the Minister of Defense. Hell's tactics may be questionable, but his power and influence are not. I personally think he's a dangerous man who needs to be watched." Okay, so Hell Spites sounds pretty dangerous. I don't like this guy already. "Two council members are competing to become head. Hell Spites and Ronaldo Castile, who is the head of the domestic security forces. Your boss, see the pattern. You're saying it's more than a personal grudge between us and the Crimson Guard? You think it could escalate into a confrontation between the DSF and the Army? Well, let's not be overly pessimistic, but we need to act swiftly. So what do you want us to do? As punishment, we'll send you away on leave from your policing duties here in the capital, but that's just to establish your cover. The truth is, I have a top secret assignment for you. Okay? So Ash is going on a top secret assignment. What's a top secret mission? Do you know who Magnus Dunbar is? The greatest hero of the country, yeah. He's second in line in the defense ministry behind Hell Spites. 3 months ago, he went to Gilbaris Island with a squad of soldiers, and he hasn't been seen since. Uh-oh. Gilbaris Island in the Gadar Sea? Why? I don't know, but I heard rumors he was acting on secret orders from Hell, who's planning a coup d'etat. And he wants us to investigate that, huh? Magnus is known for a sense of justice. I don't think he would blindly follow Hell Spites' orders. Good point, Clint. So, just to make sure we understand, the secret assignment makes him uneasy. He's not sure how much we can trust, how much we can believe Dolph. Might be a wise idea not to accept this assignment. No, I'm going to go. If we stay here, we may cause trouble for you. You've been a good friend to me. Whatever Dolph's reasons can be, we can't ignore what happened to General Magnus. That's true. I want to take a vacation anyway. So it's settled. Ash and his crew are going to go to Gilbaris Island to investigate whatever happened with General Magnus and why he disappeared and why he was sent out there on secret orders. So we're going to start on that mission next time on Let's Play Vandal Hearts. I just saved over my old save file. I don't care, it wasn't that good of a save file anyway. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. This is Kyrie091. Wish you a wonderful day. Be sure to join us next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Hey everybody, this is Kyrie091. If you enjoyed this video, or maybe you just like the sound of my voice like I do, consider subscribing to the Kyrie channel for more big fun.